Oh, damn! Got to put my mic in, so y'all gonna just have to hear fucked up audio. But oh shit, Sanji's about to get his throat cut. And the funny thing is, I just now realized that as soon as I turned this shit on. But anyway, let's start the stream. One Piece episode 632. Yeah, 632. Anyway, we start off with my man Zoro and Sanji. They looking for that sword. Remember the fairy, or supposedly a fairy, had stolen the sword. And they have a couple scenes where they show him stop, and he's like scan. It looks like he's trying to scan the area, or whatever. So that's good. I like the way they did that, because in the manga you didn't get to see that. So we know now that he was able to catch the fairy is to use observation haki. So I like that little aspect of it, but they did drag the shit out of it. Now after that part, there was a girl named Violet. She's violent. That's how she got her name. And she's dancing, whatever. I think she's some kind of performer or something like that. She's dancing. She catches Sanji's eye, and Zoro stays for a second. But they made that dance scene last a little while, which kind of messed up the Zoro thing, because he should have been on that fairy's ass. But anyway, he did leave, which indicated that he was kind of trying to keep up with that fairy. So I can understand that part. Now Sanji, he's like, yo, I think I found my wife. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I might give up the pirate life. Now he meets up with her later on, and she had threw a flower at him, a rose at him, once she got done with the her little dance routine. Now, does that mean anything in the story? Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, later on, after he leaves, she runs into him again. She runs up out this building or whatever, and there's police running around looking for someone. Now, she comes out and says, hold me and so I can use you as a, I want to say disguise, but I know that's not the proper term. Use you as a blockade or some shit like that, as a distraction, so that they won't know that it's me doing, so they won't find me. Anyway, she says she needs his help with something, and what she needed help with was killing somebody. She said, I need you to go handle this motherfucker. And this girl is fucking crazy. She's down for that 187. She tells Sanji, she said, I need you down for that 187. You already know Sanji, he's obsessed. He see this girl, she looks good. Let's do it. He said, who you need me to kill? Tell me who it is. Who did it to you? I'll fuck him up. That's what he said. So that part was kind of crazy. Anyway, he asked her, why was she running from the police? She said, oh, the last guy I was with, I cut him the fuck up. She pulled the, what was it? She pulled the Lorena Bobbitt on the last husband, right? Which was like just the other day. Or I don't know if she was the husband, but on her last spouse just the other day. So, or her last significant other just the other day. And Zoro told him too. He said, yo, this girl's going to stab the shit out you. Sanji said, all right, let's go ahead and do that. He said, I'm willing to risk it. But they also, keep in mind, a little while later, he's still running after, running around looking randomly because he lost his way. He don't know where he's at. Anyway, we cut to Frankie, Luffy, and somebody from the Don Quixote family. And he's telling them about the devil fruit being entered into the as a prize in the Coliseum, and that he explained how the devil fruits work to them. If somebody dies, the power of the devil fruit or the devil fruit reappears somewhere else. Somebody eats that, they become the next user, they die, and it's a cycle. But here's one thing I just now thought of. Well, not just now, but I thought of a little while ago. Couldn't that be like a fake devil fruit? And I don't mean like you can tell that it's real, but I'm saying like, couldn't they just like take, from my understanding, if you just take a little nibble off the devil fruit, you get the power. You don't have to eat the whole thing, as far as I know. Couldn't they just like nibble at the stem, and next thing somebody already has the power, and now people fighting for nothing? You doing the 8 stream again? No, I'm not. And he talking about an 8-hour stream. Nope, that was hardcore. That was epic. That was too hardcore for me. Really, I could do it again, but I don't want to. and a lot of other people, they might not be, down for that, that 8 hours thing. But anyway, couldn't somebody just take like a little nibble, and next thing the devil fruit is, it still looks the same, but it doesn't have the power. Somebody already had the power out there. If Doflamingo was smart, maybe he was able to do that, or maybe, or at least I want to see how that works out. Because as far as I know, they said that if you just take a little nibble off the devil fruit, you get the powers. But maybe the devil fruit you could tell if it's, has power in it or not. I don't know. But anyway, back to the story. Luffy wants to enter into the tournament. He asked Frankie. He said, "Can you eat it?" He said, "Because I'd rather have somebody, that close to me have the power." Frankie said, "No, I want to be able to swim." But here's my thing about Frankie. Frankie wants to continue being able to swim, but being that he's a cyborg, couldn't he counteract that, that whole thing? If he just wants to swim, you might as well go ahead and eat the devil fruit and just upgrade your cybernetics, whatever the fuck he has, his cyborg parts, so that it swims automatically whether he wants to or not. Like when he falls in the water, some paddles come out or something like that dries him off or something. He could do that as far as I know. Unless a devil fruit affects your whole body where it doesn't matter if you got mechanical parts, they can't move on their own. But as far as I know, your mechanical parts should be able to, continue working as normal. Anyway, he goes to try to enter the tournament. This dude, that soldier that we seen in the last one with the one leg, he comes out and he's being chased by cops or police, whatever kind of law enforcement they have. He jumps inside the Coliseum, sort of like on a balcony, and he only has 1 foot in there. But he tells them that the Coliseum is off limits to navies and any kind of law enforcement at all. So they have their own rules in there. He said, "You leave them the fuck alone, otherwise you guys become criminals." They did. They left him alone. The dude's fast too. Now, for some strange reason, he was up there doing some dumbass dances and whatnot, trying to entertain Luffy and Frankie. He said that toys supposed to entertain people, something like that. So I'm guessing that maybe when you get turned into a toy, you kind of, to some extent, inherently have the nature to entertain people or something like that. I guess that toys have that built inside of them. This one dude said, "I really don't understand why people think the biggest scumbag in One Piece would really give up the fruit that easily." Hell no. That's why it's in the tournament. And on top of that, he's got his top dogs in the tournament. He has Senor Pink, which I didn't know he was a dog guy. You have Match Vice. If you have Lao G. Now, this dude Lao G, if you look at his name, it's really gold spelled backwards. And then you have Match Vice and one of his top dogs, Diamante. So that devil fruit ain't going nowhere easy. Anyway, that's it for Luffy. He goes to try to sign up. That's it. That's part. Then we cut to Sanji, which I thought was one of the best parts of the episode. He goes into this, I don't know if it was a restaurant or some kind of place that had a kitchen where they cook. These motherfuckers were dirty as shit. They had it was food and shit all on the dishes. They didn't wash it. They just sitting back doing nothing. And he says, "Yo, I need to use your kitchen." The guy says, "Who the fuck are you?" And then they grab like a like this part, like this is always funny to me. I don't know if it's funny to you, but it's always funny to me. It's sort of like an old school bar fight. Pulls out a bottle, breaks the tip off it, and comes at Sanji. The other guy grabs a knife. Sanji whoops their ass, but here's the funniest part. He goes to make the girl some food. He got the guys in there, washing the dishes and shit. They all lumped up and they're washing dishes. So that was the end of the episode. To be honest, this episode was not really good at all. It wasn't. I'm going to say, well, it was nothing that really even pushed the story forward. Zoro still chasing after a ferry. You know, he didn't catch it and anything like that. He's still doing the same shit from last episode. Sanji, Sanji was the main part of the episode. He found that girl or whatever. She's going to play a part in the story. So that was one thing that moved forward. Luffy was talking about joining the damn Coliseum. Last episode, he still didn't. all he did was just go sign the papers, or he didn't even sign the papers. He's getting ready to sign the papers. This toy soldier, we seen him in the last episode. He just still running from the law. So really ain't shit happened in this episode. I'm not gonna say it's the worst episode ever, and anything like that, but it's very uneventful. Nothing meaningful happened in it. It didn't push the story at all, but it did have a couple entertaining moments that I enjoy. You know, like what Zoro said about Sanji, the Sanji part when he was in the kitchen. You know, Toy Soldier, he was funny at some points, not at the point where he was trying to entertain Luffy and Frankie. Now, one thing about Frankie was I like the fact that they showed that Luffy would like somebody in his crew to have, the Devil Fruit power. And now the people that read the manga, we already pretty much know who's going to get the power, and it's going to be something good. So you guys have something to look forward to. But this is a very much so skippable episode. If somebody told me, yo, Sanji met up with this girl named Violet, she stabs motherfuckers, she wants Sanji down for that 187, I wouldn't even want to watch the episode, knowing what I know. I'd just be like, okay, good, thanks. I got the information on what I need to know about this episode. This episode was not a need to know episode or need to watch episode. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. It was like filler almost. It was kind of like filler. It was only maybe like 2 things that they shouldn't have skipped. You could have skipped everything else. So anyway, go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Fuck the dumb shit. Like the video and subscribe. Anime manga means more stabbing. People. Fuck. I done fucked it up. Anime manga means more stabbing, man. Please, peace.